Good morning, children. Welcome to MBM classes. In the previous video, we saw how to add and subtract the integers through an activity. Today, let us see how to multiply and divide the integers with following rules. Now, this is the sign table for the multiplication and the division of integers. Suppose the first integer is positive and the second integer is negative, we will have a negative sign in the answer. If the first is negative and the second is positive, we will have a negative, again a negative sign. If both the integers are negative, we will have a positive sign in the answer. So in simple, we can remember this by saying if the signs are same, we will have a positive sign in the answer, and if the signs are different, we will have a negative sign in the answer. This rule is applied when we are having two integers. If we are having more integers, more number of integers to be multiplied, then there is an easy rule that also we can see. So hope you have understood. If the signs are same, you are able to see over here. Here the first integer is negative and the second integer is also negative. Both are having negative sign. If that means same sign. If there is a same sign, then the final answer will have a positive sign. If the signs are different, the first integer is positive and the second integer is negative. Here the signs are different. So different signs will have a negative sign in the answer. So this is the rule for sign for the multiplication and the division of integers. This is applicable for both multiplication and division. From this also you can very easily understand if the same signs, they are having same signs. Plus and plus same. Same means you are having the answer as plus. Here also same sign, so it is plus. If the signs are different, it is minus. So very easily you can understand by through this figures also. Now let us take an example, and to multiply two or more integers. For doing that, you should remember this rule. Now if you are going to multiply minus 2 into 5, first multiply the magnitude, that is 2 into 5. Normal multiplication you have to do, that is 2 into 5. 2 into 5 is equal to 10. Now one integer is minus and the second integer is plus. So if it is different, you should have a minus sign. So I am having minus sign in the answer. Coming to the second, again 2 into first integer is positive and second is minus. Again the signs are different. If the signs are different, I will have a minus sign. So it is minus 5 into 2 is 10. Coming to the third one, first is negative and second is also negative. That means both are having same signs. If they are having same signs, same means positive. So I'll have positive 5 into 2 is 10. Fourth one, minus 25 into minus 16, same sign. Same sign means answer will be plus, and then 25 into 16 will be equal to 400. Here again different sign, minus 80 and plus 14, different sign. So we'll have a negative sign in the answer, and 80 into 14 is 1120. So again minus 803 into minus 17, minus minus, that is same sign means positive, and the numbers are multiplied. 803 into 17 is 13651. Again, if you are able to see here, you are having three numbers, but the only two numbers are having same sign. The other one is positive. So same sign means again I will have a positive sign, and the answer is 8 into 6 into 7, which is equal to 336. Now hope you understood when there are two numbers and two signs in the question. If you are going to understand, remember this table, that is same sign will have a plus in the answer, and if there is a different sign you will have a minus in the answer. So if you remember this table, you can do these sums very easily. Now let us see when there are more than two different signs. So when you have more than different signs, more than two different signs, you have to remember this. Minus 1 raised to the power of odd number will have a minus sign, and minus 1 raised to the power of even number will have a plus sign. This I'll explain you with the help of an example. Suppose if we are going to take minus 9 into minus 5 into minus 2. First you multiply the numbers. 9 into 5 is 45. 45 into 2 is 90. Now simple method to put the sign is you count the number of signs. Minus signs 1, 2, 3. If there is 3 minus signs, 3 is an odd number. If 3 is an odd number, so my answer will have a minus sign. So it is minus 90. Coming to the next one, count the number of signs. 1, 2. 2 is an even number. So minus raised to the power of an even number will have a positive sign. So it is positive 180. Next example, count the number of minus signs. It's very easy to find out the answer in this. Just you have to count the number of minus signs. 1, 2, 3. 3 is an odd number. So my answer will be minus. So it is minus. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 4s are 24. 24 into 5 is 120. So this again, if you remember this, it is very easy in the case of multiplication to get the final sign in the answer. That is minus. You have to count the number of minus signs. When the number of minus signs is odd, you will get a minus sign in the answer. When the number of minus signs is negative signs are positive, even, sorry, number of negative signs are even, then you will get a positive sign in the answer. Hope you understood this trick to put that sign in the answer. Now let us see an example for the division. As I told you earlier, again we will follow the same rule for division also. So 38 divided by 2. This is both are positive, same sign. So we will have plus. 32 divided by 2 is 19. Second one, minus 6 plus 3. Different sign. So we will have minus. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Next, again same sign. So we will have positive. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Next, different sign, negative. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. So first always you decide the sign, then you multiply the numbers. First you decide the sign, minus same sign. Same sign means I'll get plus, and next you divide the numbers. 1 divided by 1 is equal to 1. If it is division, you divide. If it is multiply, you multiply the numbers. Now you have to evaluate these using Bodmer's rule. You know what is Bodmer's rule? First, you have to check whether you are having any bracket. Any bracket of means multiplication, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. This is Bodmer's rule. Now, first sum is 10 plus minus 40 divided by 8. Now, first you have to do according to this Bodmer's rule. We'll be doing bracket is not there, off is also not there. So, you are having division. So, first we will perform division operation. So, it is minus 40 divided by 8. Again, you have to check the sign over here. Different signs are there. So, my answer minus 40 divided by 8 will be minus and 40 divided by 8 will be 5. So, I have to repeat this number as it is, that is 10 plus minus 40 divided by 8 is minus 5. Now you know this addition operation as we saw in the previous video. 10 plus minus 5. So it is 5. Moving on to the next sum. Minus 7 multiplied by 15 divided by minus 5. So first according to Bodmer's rule we will be doing the division operation. 15 divided by minus 5, different sign. So I'll have answer as minus. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So I can write minus 7 multiplied by minus 3. Now both are negative. Same signs are there. So my answer will be plus and 7 3s are 21. Coming to the third one. Minus 72 divided by minus 9 into 5. So according to the Bodmer's rule, first division. So 7 minus same sign. So I'll have plus. 72 divided by 9 is 8. Now 8 into 5 is 40. Next, 20 plus 7 into 8 divided by minus 2. So according to Bodmer's rule, first I will do the division. Whatever I am doing, I am underlining it over here. So 8 divided by minus 2 will be minus 4. So 20 plus 7 into minus 4. So after division, I have to do perform the multiplication. So I underline this 7 into minus 4. Different sign minus 7 into 4 is 28. So it is 20 plus minus 28. So my answer will be minus 8. Hope you understood how to evaluate these mixture of operations using Bodmer's rule. Now let us see some properties of integers. First one is closure property. You already learned the closure property in whole numbers, natural numbers, etc. So we can also do the same closure property in integers. So if a and b are two integers, then a plus b, a minus b and a into b is also an integer. So you can see here a plus b, 2 plus 3 is 5. Is 5 an integer? Yes, 5 is an integer. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. 2 is an integer. Next is multiplication. Minus 2 into minus 5. When you are multiplying two integers, I am getting back an integer. So in all these three cases, in addition, subtraction and multiplication, I am getting back the integer. So we can say addition, subtraction and multiplication are closed under integers. Next one is commutative property. Changing the order of two numbers that are either being added or multiplied does not change the value. This is called commutative property. Example, 2 plus 3 can also be written as 3 plus 2. That is what you are saying, changing the order of two numbers. Even if you change the order, we are getting back the same answer. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 2 is also equal to 5. Now let us multiply these two integers. Minus 7 into minus 3 is 21 and minus 3 into minus 7 is also 21. Here also we have changed the order. So we can say addition and multiplication are commutative under integers. Next one is associative property. Changing the grouping of numbers that are either being added or multiplied does not change its value. See here, first I added 6 plus 2, then I added 1. Here on the right hand side, I added 2 plus 1, then added 6. But my answer will be same. Here also 2 into 5 is 10, then I multiplied 7, 10 into 7 is 70. But whereas on the right hand side, I have grouped 5 into 7 first. So according to Bodmer's rule, I have to do the bracket first. So 5 into 7 is 35. 35 into 2 is 70. So in both the cases, LHS is equal to RHS. So addition and multiplication both of integers are associative. You can understand this by this example also. 3 plus 4 plus 5. So first we have grouped 3 plus 4. So 3 marks and 4 marks added to 5. So we're getting total as 12 marks. But whereas here 4 plus 5 is grouped together and then 3 is added. Again the mixture we are getting it as 12. So you can understand this property very nicely by using this visually. Again for multiplication you can observe over here 2 into 3 into 4. So what is 2 into 3? I am grouping first 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into 4 is 24. So I am having 6 numbers, 6 dots over here which is repeated how many times? 4 times. You know already multiplication is a repeated addition. So 4 times if I am going to repeat 6 dots I am getting 24. Whereas on the right hand side now I am going to group 3 into 4 first. So answer will be 2 into 12 is equal to 24. So 3 into 4, that means 3 dots is repeated 4 times. 3 dots is repeated 4 times. So 3 dots is repeated 4 times. How many? Finally in the second step it is repeated 2 times. So I have repeated 2 times over here. So this both the patterns means the same. Again the answer I am getting in both the cases is 120. Both are we are getting 24 and 24 only. Next is distributive property. When two numbers have been added or subtracted and then multiplied by a factor, the result will be the same when each number is multiplied by the factor and the products are then added or subtracted. So suppose if you are having the example 2 into 4 minus 3. This can also be written as 2 into 4. So this is when two numbers are first subtracted and then multiplied by a factor. Now I am going to multiply this factor with each number. So 2 into 4, and if there is minus sign you take minus sign in between, or if there is plus sign you take the plus sign. So 2 into 4 minus 2 into 3. So when you calculate the answer, it will be same. Similarly, coming to the next example, it is minus 2 into 4 plus minus 2 into 3. We will see different types of sums in distributive property in the next video more clearly, so that you can understand it very clearly. Next one is identity property, multiplicative identity. That means one is called as the multiplicative identity because any number multiplied with 1 will give you the same number. 5 multiplied by 1 is equal to 5 and minus 23 multiplied by 1 is equal to minus 23. So 1 is called as the multiplicative identity. Next one is additive inverse. At inverse property, additive inverse, as I already said you, it is a negative opposites. So when you add a negative number, you will get a answer as 0. So 10, what is the additive inverse of 10? It is minus 10. So when you add a number with its additive inverse, I have to get the answer as 0. Similarly, minus 6 plus additive inverse of minus 6 is plus 6. So minus 6 plus 6 is equal to 0. So when you add a number with its additive inverse, you are getting 0. So you can say 0 is the additive identity. Now multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse means reciprocal. Suppose if I am having any number a, the inverse of that number is 1 by a. So when I multiply these two numbers, I should get the answer as 1. In the additive inverse, we got the answer as 0. But in multiplicative inverse, we should get the answer as 1. A number multiplied by its reciprocal will give you the answer 1. If that is the case, then you can say a is the multiplicative inverse of 1 by a. Or else we can say 1 by a is the multiplicative inverse of a. Let us see an example. Multiplicative inverse of minus 6 is minus 1 by 6. We had what is the reciprocal of minus 6? Minus 1 upon 6. Now let us check the answer whether we are getting the answer as 1. So you can check minus 6 multiplied by minus 1 by 6 is equal to 1. That means you can say minus 6 is the reciprocal of minus 1 by 6 or minus 1 by 6 is the reciprocal of 6. So both of them are each other multiplicative inverse of each other. Next example, multiplicative inverse of minus 7 upon 8 is minus 8 upon 7. So let us check the answer. Minus 7 upon 8 into minus 8 upon 7 is equal to 1. So you can say minus 7 upon 8 is the multiplicative inverse of minus 8 upon 7, or minus 8 upon 7 is the multiplicative inverse of minus 7 upon 8. So these are all the different properties. Put it in the form of a table clearly. First one is commutative property of addition and multiplication. You can see the example clearly over here. Next is associative property of addition and multiplication. Next is distributive property. Next is identity property for addition. 0 is additive identity and 1 is the multiplicative identity. And this is the inverse operation. Additive inverse of 6 is minus 6. So addition will give you 0. And 0 property of multiplication is any number multiplied by 0 will give you 0. So this is a quiz time based on the above information. Whatever you have understood, please answer these following questions. Hope you understood the sign rule for division and multiplication. Based on that, answer these questions.